Welcome back, guys. It's Maverick here with another episode of Kanokari. So, last episode was Christmas, and well, we certainly got a lot of development between our main lead, Kazuya, and our main female lead, Chizuru, right? In fact, the entire thing went much better than I expected. We can really see that this series is concentrated on the sort of relationship that these two have with each other. Now, with that being said, though, at the end of the day, this is still a harem rom-com. I'm not expecting things to go that easily anytime soon. And to be honest, I do want to kind of see the other girls get some development as well. So we already had Ruka, who I was still really expecting to come out at the end of last episode in order to catch Chizuru and Kazuya in the act, misunderstanding the whole situation. It's a date or something like that. And who knows, that might still come to effect in this episode, or at least have some suspicions, right, as to what exactly her beloved Kazuya was doing during Christmas. And not only that, we still have yet another girl who we haven't seen yet, who I still believe will be introduced before the end of this season. So let's just continue on and see what kind of shenanigans Kazuya gets himself into this time. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, karaoke. No, part-time job. Guess he's almost out of money. Well, in training, anyways. Now the annoying thing is I can't even fault him for thinking like this. He's trying to get possessive. Yes. By the way, she's renting her out right now, right? Hi, Ruka. Token base. Oh, is she actually a little bit jealous? Oh. What happened to being afraid of being seen in public by Look at the cat eyes. Ooh. Elevator? Her house? Or hotel? Oh, a motel. Ooh. Come on, the opening here? That is such a killjoy. But seriously, I was expecting more of, you know, that kind of thing back in the last episode. I really wish we had like a full version of the entire dance. I'm sure it would be super cute. And hey, we haven't seen her in a while, right? Mami-chan. I wonder how she would feel right now, considering that Kazuya not only has Chizaru, but also Ruka. And potentially one more. Although if this episode being focused more on Ruka, I'm guessing maybe the next one's gonna come out like in the next episode? That would kind of make sense, to have 3 episodes for each. Oh. Oh. That's pretty funny. I'm the new girlfriend. Of course. Oh. You certainly are quite the impulsive one, aren't you, Ruka? But I guess that does actually kind of... Obacha. Oh, is Ruka actually going to directly... I mean, this kind of situation will do pretty good to, Anyways, as I said, it does make sense that she's doing these things to increase her heartbeat. Oh, it's Dad. There's the actress for you. Okay, this time Ruka's gonna be around, isn't she? Seriously, this is your idea of... what are you doing, Ruka? This is... No, this, uh... Light sisters? Really? What are you gonna do, Chizuru? No, I think that's a little bit believable than that, because I mean, if he really was cheating on her, yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense then. Well, the latter about that. Okay, so what about the air? Or maybe. Why do you have to do that while grabbing her boobs? Oh, what are you gonna do, Chizuru? Man, the confrontations has been... Okay. And now they're all like... Nico. Oh my god, this is so stupid, but so entertaining. I mean, let's be a little bit reasonable, Ruka. Oh, oh. 92. Hmm. Uh. But, yeah, she's not gonna be able to say. And Ruka realizes, oh, Grandma is serious as well. Don't rush things. Now she's in on this lie as well. Ah, this is so funny. Oh, what's her fortune? But don't rush things. What is this? Like, who in their right mind would oh my god. And we still got one more as well. Oh, the chaos. Alright, see you guys after this. Okay, it seems there was a little bit more after the ending as well, so let's watch this together in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, so that's why she was there in the opening. Ah, that is... Wait. What? Alright. Okay, I gotta say, this series really has a knack for getting the characters into absolutely ridiculous and stupid, and yet insanely entertaining situations. So that's like what this entire episode was about, right? So making Ruka into this sort of very aggressive type of girl, you know, taking Kazuya to a love motel and things like that, or just barging in directly into and trying to meet Kazuya's grandma and even almost spilling the beans on her. Like, it's just... what can I say? Normally these kinds of things will take a long time to sort of develop, right? And yet, I feel like in this series, they really just snap right to it. I think I mentioned this last episode as well. They really don't make, they really don't take their sweet time in doing things. They instead, you know, like even in this episode, just Ruka directly going up to her grandma and saying, yeah, I'm Kazuya's girlfriend, right? Like, who does that? Who does that in these types of series? So I do have to wonder how long this series is actually going to be, and by this I'm more talking about the actual manga and whatnot, right? Because typically these, I guess maybe one reason why I'm so impressed by this sort of speed is it might be I'm a little bit conditioned by Nisekoi, right? I hate to keep on going back to Nisekoi, but I still feel it's a very apt comparison here, since they share a lot of parallels in their character designs and their character personalities and whatnot, and also the entire premise, right, of having a fake relationship. So with that one, it was like always, you delay it by so long. They really take their sweet time in trying to progress the story forward, whereas in this one it's like they're going forward at breakneck speed. And I don't know, it's such, I have to say I do love it, even though I do feel like it's almost a little bit too fast. I want to kind of savor the sort of unique relationship that they have going on and whatnot, and yet at the same time I really can't fault them for trying to go forward so quickly and progressing the story along, right? And we haven't even been introduced to the fourth girl yet, and potentially other ones as well, right? So, and it is just, going like a train, going straight down and not giving a care in the world. And it does. Once again, the thing I love the most about this series right now is still the very unique sort of relationship that they each have with each other, right? With Chizuru being a rental girlfriend, and yet them not being able to reveal this relationship, and then technically speaking, Kazuya is actually in a relationship with Ruka, right? They are girlfriend, boyfriend, and yet Ruka, I mean, technically anyways, and yet Ruka has to acknowledge the fact that, Kazuya still is going to go on these fake dates with Chizuru, which should be fake, but for both of them actually has a certain amount of truth in it as well. Like, this entire, oh man, it's just so fun. And what else? There was something I wanted to say. Oh, in regards to the entire fake, to the entire scene with, with Ruka trying to tell the grandma about the truth of Chizuru and Kazuya's relationship. Honestly, even if she did try to say something about that, I don't think the grandma would actually believe her, because she's already been prefaced with the apparent fact that Ruka is a pathological liar, right? So whatever she says, it's all just crazy talk, and it shouldn't be taken seriously. So I don't think even if she did really push on and try to reveal the truth, anything would have come out of it. I think it would have been pretty easy to cover it up as well and still let the story continue on forward, still let the truth remain buried. But you gotta respect Ruka a lot more for finally acknowledging that this is not the time and place to be doing this kind of thing, right? Because, I do have a soft spot for Ruka. Honestly, even back in Nisekoi, one of the girls that I most rooted for was actually Marika, who, after watching Ruka a little bit more, I feel like she most correlates with Marika from Nisekoi instead, rather than I think originally I was talking about Tsugumi, right? Because of the blue ribbon and whatnot. But in terms of actual personality, I feel like she is much more similar to Marika, who is, very aggressive, and yet probably has one of the truest hearts. Well, there's a lot of similarities, right? The fact that they're both so aggressive, the fact that they both have a sort of health condition, and then the fact that they both have one of the earliest acknowledgments of their true feelings and very serious feelings towards the main character as well. So I do have a bit of a soft spot for Ruka, I will admit, and yet you still gotta. I look at this from this kind of perspective. Like, if this was a normal sort of case, right? This is obviously a little bit special because we know that Kazuya and Chizuru have mutual feelings for each other. So we're looking at this from a different kind of lens, right? However, if we remove that from the equation and really go back and think, okay, yeah, so they're just in a client and they just have a business relationship here, then, you would be thinking that Ruka isn't really doing anything wrong, right? And in fact, what she's saying makes perfect sense. Hey, you got a girlfriend now. Why can't you just introduce me to grandma, right? It's not like she is, it's not like she has, she has lesser of a beauty or assets or whatnot or personality to Chizuru, right? So it's, you know, she makes a good point, right? She makes a good argument here. Unless, why can't you just break things off and then actually introduce a real girlfriend instead? Or, hey, even at least gradually work your way into that, right? Why are you still so insistent on keeping this fake relationship thing going on? And not to mention, you still have to pay money out of your own pocket for her as well. So any normal person would be thinking from that sort of perspective, right? But obviously, since we know that there's something going on between these two, it changes things a little bit here. So, you know, this might be me taking Ruka's side a little bit too much, but I feel that she is not, you know, she's not wrong in her way of thinking, and I do feel sympathetic for her in this sort of situation here, right? Although, even with that being said, I definitely feel like she was being a little bit too overbearing in terms of the situation. But like I said, in the end, she did acknowledge that, yeah, this is not the good time and place. You know, she does still have this kindness to her as well, right? So that's a plus for me for Ruka. But then again, you know, even with this, with me liking to root for underdogs and whatnot, I know there's like a 0% chance, absolute 0% chance that Ruka is going to be the one in the end. It's Chizuru all the way, like 100. In fact, for this series, I'd say it's 100%, like straight up. It's not even in question. So, too bad, but at least we can still try and enjoy the ride, right? So anyways, we saw to the very end and even a preview of next episode, which I normally don't do because I don't like to spoil myself on what's going to happen next episode. But as so far as I can see, it seems that the fourth girl is not going to be in the next episode yet. So perhaps you know, that's kind of really unfair to her, isn't it? That she's only going to be able to appear for like 2 episodes or something like that, or potentially even less. But I guess that just makes you want to go and read the manga instead. Which, to be fair, you know, if this series continues on as it is right now, I really just might pick it up. So, anyways, that's it for episode 9 of Kanokari. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next week as well. Bye-bye.